Man, I tell you, I mean, I could be wrong, but they look like it. There's no doubt, and they've been one of the best. I know Denver's defense is really good. There's several teams have some really good defenses, but they're definitely in the conversation if they're not. Love the way they play. This team flies around with the football. It's everything that you want as a defensive coach. You look for that kind of temperament. They're the collisions cause turnovers. Like these guys, they run, they hit. It's not just the front seven; it's their whole team. They obviously got the two great safeties. Hope the big guy takes a week off, but we'll see. But I've been really impressed, and I'm happy that Bennett's not going to play against us. Oh my goodness, that guy's. I mean, wow. He's unusual. A guy that can make so many plays from inside, outside. He's all over the place, but I'm glad he's not going to play this week. Yeah, it's obviously we'll see how it progresses, but yeah, that's a positive sign. Yeah, I think you got to be patient with our running game because, like we say, that team is very athletic. Sometimes we're going to make some hits in the backfield on you. Whatever it is, it may look ugly at times, but we got to be persistent. I think with the running game, and I think the big thing is it starts with protection. Though we've got to be able to. We mentioned how this team really rushes the passer. We've got to be able to hold up, and if we do that, I think we'll have opportunities. But if not, it can be a real long day for you. Well, it'd be great, if he can do it. That would certainly help to have a playmaker his ability. We'll see how he is first day really of practice, but we'll see how he is.
Rex, you said that all in is an organizational thing. So is the front office getting Percy for you guys just sort of a nod of confidence to you guys and that they're also all in?
Oh, there's no question. I mean, as a organization, I promise you, we're all in, and where it takes us, we hope it takes us to, we got big plans. But one thing we know is we're going somewhere together, and I think that's a great deal. Where it's interesting you bring up that thing about bringing Percy in. It's easy to say, well, let's just elevate this guy on a practice squad. Let's do that, but we're trying to win. We're trying to win right now, and getting Percy here, I think, is an indication of that. Well, I think first off, we got to, with Percy, it's how ready is he? We can say, well, he can give you 15 plays, he can give you 50 plays. That's different. I really don't know where he is, where it comes to that. But, it would be great to get him to spell some of the guys for sure. How many plays that means, I'm not sure. Well, you have to defend what they do, which is, they're a zone read team, so you have to plan on the quarterback running. But, obviously he has been hampered. I think it's pretty evident on film. The bad thing is he looks great in the pocket throwing, and, he's accurate and everything else, so he's beating you in different ways. But you can see where he's not taking off with it like he used to. Well, you just crank that volume up as best you can, and that's really the only thing you can do because until you get out there, it's impressive. There's no doubt. That 12th man they got, that's real out there. But we'll do whatever we can. They'll probably hear us, in Buffalo, as high as that volume is that we're going to have. Well, we're not in an ideal situation here, but we have enough weapons. We have enough players that we can get it done. It's what we'd like to have. Robert Woods healthy. Would we like to have this player healthy and all that? Absolutely. LaShawn McCoy. We definitely would. But every team goes through injuries, and ours just have mounted up. Especially at one position. It seems like, when you had your top 4 receivers out, that's going to dampen any team, I think, a little bit. Well, no, it's a concern, but hopefully we'll have both those guys back, and then we'll have a little more depth. But with Mike and and Jonathan Williams. We have 2 good backs. Well, we feel pretty good about our safeties. Duke, you're right. He took a big step forward. He does a ton for our team. On special teams, he's a big contributor. And we've been moving a lot of those guys in, but Blanton is the guy that we feel most comfortable with as a starter opposite. No, but that's where I think every game as a coach you go in and say this is a must game. Recognizing guys we're halfway through the season. There's a lot of football still left to be played, and we've had some points brought up about our AFC record, and it's not where we want it to be. But I think we do play 7 of the next 8 games against AFC opponents. So that things can drastically change, as you get going in the season. But we have to approach it as it's a must game, and I think that's for the rest of the way out.